checked your area for clutter. We're standing by our chair. Shoes are tied. Turn it up. We'll sound check there. Is that okay? I'm going to come by my chair as well. Using it for balance as needed. Let's start with some shoulder rolls back. We'll do 3 big ones back. Planting our feet onto the ground. Finding balance. 3 forward. Good. Let's lift up our knees. Land soft. Good. Shifting our weight side to side. A little bit of balance to start. Those arms involved if you'd like. Good, 2 more. And let's come by our chair. Let's lift one leg up and circle that ankle around. Place that one down. Let's shift and lift the other one. Good, let's place that down, lifting up one heel at a time. Good. Shifting that weight, heel up. Waking up the calf muscles, getting that blood to flow. Good. Let's come into a regular walk, lifting up those arms and legs. Good. Let's lift those arms a little higher. 3, 2, and 1. Bring the arms across the chest. Let's look over to the right. And let's look over to the left. That neck to stretch. And coming back forward. We'll squeeze and release the hands. And rotate those wrists around. Get it all out. Come back into our walk. The song is called I'm Alive. Feel the spirit and catch that beat. Here we go. Deep breaths. Reaching up to the crown of your head. Creating a nice tall body. Back to our knee lifts. We'll slow these down. 3, 2, 1. Let's lift. Up, down, up, down. Good. We go into that kind of that runner's position. Up, down, up, down. Let's bring those heels to our glutes. Hold for balance and support if needed. Let's kick those feet forward. Here we go. Three, 2, 1. Let's walk again. Here we go. Good pace out there. Good. Back to our knee lifts. Let's add a reach. Bring up that intensity a little bit, moving those arms. We're going to step out to the right. Go. Out and together. Again. Out, together. Out, together. Last one. Let's go the other direction. Out and in. Those hips back. Good, walk this out. Maybe you're into your jog. Whatever pace is best for you, it's gonna start to get that heart rate up. Good, back to our butt kicks. A little more, let's add the arms, pulling back. 3, 2, 1, kick it forward. Add that arm reach. Feeling nice and warm, ready to go. Arm up overhead. And go back to that march or jog, walk, whatever pace is best for you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Move out your room. Travel a little bit, take that walk on a trip. Good, coming back to our chair. 3, 2, 1. Settle those feet. Get a hamstring stretch. Heel forward, let's reach. Come back up. One reach. Come back up. Right, we've got 2 jacks in a row and some banging on the drums. It'll look like this. 2, and then we got our drums, and we do it again. It's always twice. So let's take a walk forward, step, step, back, back. Sure, a little bit apart. One more time up, one more time down, into your jacks. And the drums. Last hands. Good, let's take those steps behind. Back, back, forward, forward, back, back, forward, forward. Last time. 2 jacks, maybe they're full. Drums, lean forward. Again. Good, tap to the side, 9 and 3. Good, maybe a little twist if that feels good. Good, add those arms. Go back into those jacks here. 2 jacks and the drums. 3, 2, 1, and go. Again. Good, step forward. You can speed this up if you feel ready. One more time. Back to our jacks. Full or half. Those arms fly. Again. Good, we're gonna stay here. Do it again. And your drums come in a circle. Again. Maybe they're up high. Again. Whew. Nice effort, push back, keep it going. One more time through. Whew. Whew. And throw drumsticks out of here. Nice job. Whew. Grab a sip of water if you like. Courage too. Whew. Get good breaths in. So that one's got our heart rate up, going a little bit. Come back and find this beat together. Everyone's coming on back. We'll get into this walk together. So let's widen up those feet. We go to pivots, left and right. 3, 2, and 1. That pivot foot up and around.
I have to leave.
Add a punch if you'd like. Thank you. We have 2 jacks, 1 squat. Two jacks, 1 squat. Good. We're gonna go into our skaters. Back, together. Back, together. Good. Reach that foot behind. Good. Break for those hips, break balance. 2 squats, 1, or 2 jacks, 1 squat. Do full jacks if you're ready. Good. Back to our pivots. Add that punch if you're ready. Whew, you got it. Pivot punch. Wait for that punch back later. 3, 2, 1. Bring those arms up. Jabs forward. Let's add a little lean side to side.
My mama told me don't lose you, 'cause the best luck I had was you. And I know one thing.
Last 2 punches. 2 jacks, 1 squat. Let me push from the side. Those hips drop back. Whew. Nice effort out there. Last squat. Walk it out. Take those legs out. Let's keep our breath. Let's try to control that breathing. We have our inhales and our exhales. That recovery is just as important as the work itself. You know, to control our breathing, getting us back. 3, 2, and 1. Let's all think about getting a sip of water and slowing this down. Whew, good. Grab my drink as well. Whew, just a few back and forth movements as we think about switching to our wall circuit. Just a few more moments to catch our breath. How are we doing out there? Hopefully challenged, but feeling good. Good. All right, I'm gonna start to move myself to the wall as well. You can start to find your way. Okay. Got our wall angels coming up first. with our wall squats. Right. Get our timers ready. You can think about standing up against that wall, trying to create as much contact with it as you can. Maybe your feet are a little bit away from the wall. There we go. Starting it up. We'll start in 10 seconds. You'll hear that buzzer coming on in. Here we go. Wall angels coming up. There we go. Reach those arms back. Keep that contact as best we can for as long as we can. And bringing it on down back to the start position. Controlling each part of this movement. Thinking about that same pace up, same pace down, resisting gravity. And that stretch in the chest, we're looking forward. 3, 2, and 1. Maybe your feet step forward a little bit. Let's bring our hips down the wall like we're sitting in a chair. Gonna reach back again against that wall. Take some good breaths. Try to hold this position, feeling the heat in the thighs and those quadricep muscles. Maybe supporting ourselves a little bit with this, with the belly, pulling the belly in towards the spine. 3, 2, and 1. Walk back up. Reset that position for wall angels and begin when you're ready. And similar setup if you're in the seated position, so reaching back, chin up just a little bit parallel with the ground, full range of motion. And full is going to be different for all of us. We're going to reach those arms out. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to come back forward, sit ourselves down. Pull in the belly to support. Kind of play around with that level. Maybe sinking a little bit deeper into that chair. If there's a level you always go to, maybe just explore just a little bit deeper if possible. Feel that right on the top of these thighs. 3, 2, 1. Back. Last set here. Wall angels, reaching back. Exploring that range, reaching that end range. Coming on back down. More than halfway. Take a look. Remember to continue to reach those elbows out as they might start to come in a little bit. Remember to reach them out. 3, 2, and 1. Kind of shake out, maybe get those hands prepared for your wall push-ups and thread the needle. Start to turn ourselves towards that wall. Thinking of our hand position, slightly wider than shoulder width. That's going to go onto our surface and stepping back to a comfortable level for you. Here we go. Bend at the elbows and then push away back to that start position. Bringing our full body moving as one unit. Got a slight tuck of the chin, but we're looking forward. And the farther your feet are away from that wall, it's going to add a little bit more challenge to this exercise. 3, 2, and 1. Step forward a little bit, reach those arms up. Feel that stretch coming through the arm and the armpit. You're going to release one hand and reach it through that space you're creating between your hand and the wall and your chest. And then come back up, reach again, other arm. That twist happening. In the mid back, feeling that stretch. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring those hands down. Step our feet back. Maybe your heels are lifted. They might not reach all the way down. That's okay. Down and up. And relax the shoulders, right? As we might want to bring them up to help us push away from that wall. Just relaxing the shoulders as we work our chest and back muscles. 3, 2, and 1. Come back up to thread the needle exercise. Reaching as best you can. Maybe follow that hand with your eyes. And coming back up. Now remember to re-anchor one hand before reaching the other one through. For those of you in that seated position, the T-twist option is a great alternative. Reaching, coming on through. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Last set of our wall push-ups. As well, if they're in that seated position, those tricep chair push-ups are a great alternative. And up. Maybe on your third set, you're feeling strong. Maybe you take a half step away from the wall. Really challenge those arms. You got this. 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Okay. Finding some stretches that feel good after those exercises as you find your way back from the wall. You know, my wrists get a little bit tight sometimes after those push-ups. Give them a good stretch out. Up and down might feel good. Get ready for our Punchback coming up. A little bit of time here for a drink or resetting yourself up with your camera. There we go. Start the timer here. Start on our first side. I'm going to start with my right foot back, opening up. A little bit of a bend in the knees to create my balance. Equal between our feet. Let's bring those arms up in front of the face. Relax the shoulders. First 2 is a back hook, return, front jab. Back hook, front jab. Hook, jab. Let's work through this bell. Hook, jab. Noticing to get some good power. I'm just moving my hips just slightly. And then stopping that momentum with my abdominal muscles. Hook and jab. Hook, jab. Then on to our double cross. Adding our 4th movements. Here we go. Back hook, jab. Double cross. Back hook, jab, double cross. Stay with me or go ahead on your own. Hook, jab. Good. I'm just going to do a side view. Hook, jab, double cross. Back hook, jab. Good. Make those punches powerful, deliberate. Long extension through the elbows. Good. After the double cross, we're going to duck down with the back arm. Come up with that uppercut. Here we go. Back hook, jab, double cross. We're going to get down and come up to that chin. Hook, jab, cross, cross, duck, uppercut. Reset. Here we go. really reaching out, thinking of your opponent's kind of contact points. And up to the chin, reset, hook, jab, cross, cross, up. 3, 2, 1. Finish this one up, and up. Good. Release the hands, walk the feet out. We're going to open up to the opposite side. Similarly, if we're seated, coming to the other side of the chair, opening up, we'll come in that same position with the arms in front of the face. Here we go. First 2. Back hook, front jab. Back hook, front jab. Let's begin. Good. Once you feel comfortable with these 2, you can add your own flair and style, power, speed. Whatever's best for you. Try to keep saying it to yourself. Jab, and we're adding on that double cross from the back arm. Here we go. Hook, jab, double cross. Back hook, front jab, back, double cross. Good. Go ahead on your own. Keep it going. Back hook, jab, double cross. Subtle movements in the torso to help just create some momentum and power. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to add that duck, uppercut. Let's begin. Back hook, jab, cross, cross, down, uppercut. Again. Back hook, jab, cross, cross, down, uppercut. Go ahead on your own. Nice job. Last time through. Make it your own. Sound effects are awesome, I think. Adds a little bit of power. Nobody can hear you. Down and last time through.
Activity completed.
Finish this one up. Nice. Shake those hands out. Shake those legs out. Nice sequence. Nice punches out there. Nice long extensions. Great to see. Good. I'm going to get us ready for our leg circuit here. You can think about standing up by your chair. For our 3 sets of lunges, 2 sets of balance, thinking about that balance position that's going to be best for you today. That's somewhat challenging as a heel toe or a single leg stance or somewhere in between, maybe a light touch on the chair as needed. Here we go. Start us up. Looks like we're ready. In 10 seconds, lunges coming up, alternating, stepping back, taking our time. 3, 2, and 1. Let's step back. Come all the way back up to a tall standing position before switching to the other leg. Thinking of reaching that leg back, feeling that stretch happening in the hip, maybe that activation of the thigh muscle, as well as the mobility of the knee and the ankles. All of it is included in this exercise. 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's balance on our right side. Into your single leg option. You need a little bit more assistance, maybe a kickstand where you're just lightly tapping that foot behind, or maybe you're in a heel toe position, using a light touch on the chair as needed to reset. Feeling comfortable and confident to have some moments of independence from that chair, knowing it's there. 3, 2, 1. Second set of lunges. Yeah, Keeping that heel off of the ground in the back to allow some mobility and range of motion to come and lower ourselves down. Our chest is staying lifted over our hips. Try not to come too far forward with the chest if you can be mindful of that. Let's balance on our left side. Bring our weight strong to the hip. That leg can float on up. Light touch, maybe an open hand. Some tapping or becoming more independent with that chair. Three, two, one. Excellent. Nice. Very well done. Finding that position that's best for you, that's challenging, is important. We want to be a little bit uneasy there in our balance practice, so we start to gain some benefits there, rather than if we stand too much like a statue, we're not giving our body a reason to change. 10 seconds. 5, 3, 2, and last one. Excellent. Bring those heels to my glutes to stretch out the legs. It feels good. Start to turn our chairs back forward if they were moved, safely coming into our seated position, getting ready for our burpees. Burpee lights and sit and reach. It's an active recovery. So thinking of our position, maybe a little bit forward in the chair versus all the way back. Opening up our stance for a good base of support. I start in 10 seconds. Just gonna move my chair a little bit to the side. Legs are wide, knees stay out. Here we go. Let's come on up and down with control. Shooting on up out of that chair as best you can. Thinking of using that power in our hips and our glutes, driving them forward. Finding a pace you could try to maintain is helpful. Those arms can come on up, or you can start to lift up those heels. Full extension. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come a little bit more forward in the chair. Trying to get as much as my thigh off as I'm comfortable with. Drawing that toe up, planting the heel. Feeling the stretch through the calf muscle. Maybe a bit through the back of the leg. You can inch forward so I can really feel that good stretch. And go again. 3, 2, 1. Position, and here we go. I'm going to go right into some of these progressions as I'm feeling good and warmed up. Lifting up those heels, raising those arms up to the ceiling. Reach. Standing all the way up. Good. All the way up. Try to keep that pace you've started for yourself. Drive those hips up. Land soft or in control. 3, 2, 1. 2 sets down. Let's bring that heel out. Scoot a little forward. Draw the toe up. Feel the stretch in the calf muscle. Take some good breaths. Add the hinge if you'd like, a little more stretch if you're not quite feeling it through the hamstring. Go again, thinking of this third set. Trying our best. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Push back. Here we go. Up. Even leaving the ground, landing first before we sit down. Finding that power within us. We can do hard things. You've proven that to yourself many times. This is no different. 10 more seconds. Here we go. All together, up. 5, 3, 2, one more. Whew. Nice. And some self-gratitude for that. I'm going to come forward. Just give ourselves a little added break here. Kind of reflect, appreciate what our bodies can do. Catch our breath. Getting ready to move on to the next skills challenge here as our clock exercise. If you'd like to adjust your camera, we'd love to see your feet and how you're moving, how you're reacting. Trying to stay within that camera view is helpful. And do the full clock. So imagining yourself right in the middle of that clock with all those numbers around you, 1 through 12, and give that just a thought as you move around in your mind to those numbers. We're gonna start with ordinary numbers first, and then calendar months, and then a combination. Okay. All right. Here we go. Hours 1 through 12, starting in 3, 2, 1.
1, 6, 10, 8, 4, 5, 3, 7, 9, 11, 12, 2, 7, 2, 3, 10, 4, 1, 11, 12, 6, 9, 5, 8, 1, 10, 8, 11, 3, 6, 9, 5, 2, 7, 4, 12, 12.
All right. First minute down. We're going to move to calendar months next. So kind of switching up our thinking, going from January all the way over to December. And just deciding if you're feeling up to it or need a little bit more challenge. Maybe we're fully stepping out to the side. We could tap, right? If it's getting too fast, we need to shorten ourselves up a little bit. So just kind of strategizing as you're going to get the most out of this exercise. Here we go. We'll start again. Calendar months. Starting in 3, 2, 1.
July, June, March, April, May, November, October, January, December, February, August, September, April, February, January, September, December, August, October, November, May, June, March, July, April, October, March, August, January, July, June, December, November, May, February, September.
Right. Now we're going to combine everything we've just practiced into hours and calendar months. So that one we went from 60 steps per minute to 80. I'm going to start this one at 70. All right, listening for the different options. Trying our best. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
6, 5, 1. August, October, 10, March, 8, 9, July, February, June, 12, December, 2, January, 11, fall, 3, November, 7, April, September, May, 12, October, December, August, fall, April, 9, 11, 7, May, September, March.
All right. Great 3 practices, everyone. Hope you like those combinations. I know they're a little bit tougher, but I just think it's so great to just change up your thinking and still have that reaction. Nice job. I'm going to move to the floor exercises if you choose. All right, so you can safely start to make your way down to the floor. Maybe grab a pillow or a blanket, anything to support your head or body while you're down there to make it best for you. First off, we have 3 sets of bird dog, 2 sets of child's pose. If you're seated, we could do our bird dog in the seated position, lifting up one arm, one leg, alternating sides as well. Get started. If you're already down there, you can add a little bit of stretching, maybe move the hips side to side. And get started with our bird dog. Wrists over our shoulders, knees under our hips. 3, 2, 1. Let's begin. You can start out by reaching one leg out, trying to maintain that kind of stable back. You can lift up the opposite arm. Come back in all together, just change sides. Back in. Maybe finding a moment of pause at the top of that motion. Seeing if we're keeping our body even. 3, 2, 1. Let's open up the knees, pushing our hips back towards our ankles, reaching the arms forward, and relaxing the head down into the child's pose position. If you're seated, you could do a forward fold, hinging forward at the hips, feeling the stretch in the low back. Few deep exhales. 3, 2, 1. Bring those knees back in under the hips. Back into our bird dog position. Reach. Find that balance. And then changing sides. Seeing if we're equal in our weight between the knee and the hand. Sometimes we rock back. Trying to stay level as best we can. 3, 2, 1. We'll open up the knees, push the hips back towards our heels. The head can come down towards the ground, hands can come forward. Actively push into your hands a little bit to help push those hips back, feeling that stretch. Deep breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2. last set of bird dogs. Good. Keeping those hips level is our plan. It might not always happen. I'll show it from the other side. Right, so sometimes our hips sometimes raises up, trying to think of maybe a glass of water or a tray on our backs. Nice positioning, nice holds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Think about coming into the position for our bridging. Moving out to the side. If you want to support your head, come down to the sideline position, and we can come onto our backs, feet flat on the ground. All right. Bringing our heels towards our glutes. We're going to start with glute bridges. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Let's push into those heels, lifting our glutes up, stretching out through the thighs, and lowering those hips back down. Right back up. Reach and down. Try to keep the same distance between our knees so they don't open up or close as we lift our hips. Stay about the same distance apart. Lift, squeeze the butt muscles together. Release. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Extend one leg out. We'll grab the other leg and try to bring it towards the chest. There's this little opening between the knee and the floor. I'm going to actively press that down, straightening out the leg. Also relaxing the upper body as best I can. Bottom leg lengthening across the floor. 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the knee. Let's draw that other leg up. Heels towards the glutes. Pushing into the heels, lift the butt up. And lower it back down. Maybe tapping the glutes to the floor. Coming back up. Kind of looking up towards your ceiling. Having a little bit of space between your chin and chest. Four, 3, 2, 1. Let's extend the opposite leg out. We'll bring the other knee in. Finding that space between that knee and the floor and trying to eliminate that by pushing the knee down. Extending that leg out as best we can, trying to lengthen it across the floor. Relax the upper body. 5, 3, 2, 1. Come back into our bridging position one more time. I'm going to open up the legs a little bit wider, change it up. Let's push on back through and then down. Just playing with your foot positioning, maybe a little bit closer, maybe a little bit wider. Just changes up the dynamic of the exercise just a little bit. Squeezing those glutes, activating the back of the body. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees side to side. Bringing those heels together, feet together. Let's start to come onto one hip. Drop the knees to one side, coming into our clamshell position. Throwing the heels towards the glutes. Supporting our head. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Lift up that top knee, squeezing, kind of right behind that hip joint, coming all the way back down. Opening up, and back down. Being mindful not to rotate or roll towards one side. Staying strong as if we're up against the wall. Put your hand kind of right behind that hip joint. That's your gluteus medius muscle. 3, 2, and 1. Bring the knees together. Keep those feet together. You can extend the arms open to a T position. Exploring that twist of the spine. Taking some deep breaths. This is a deep stretch. Bring those feet to the ground, maybe on our back. Move my hips and knees side to side. Exploring that twisting position, nice and easy. Switch sides. Let's bring our arms up and over. We can bring our feet with us. Coming into our second side of our clamshells, getting into that position, supporting our head. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Lift that knee up and bring it back down. Lift. Again, like our hips are up against the wall. Try not to open and rotate open. Smoothing back together, making sure we're getting that full range. 5, 3, 2, 1. And let's stop. All right. Taking a minute here to add in any other stretches or exercises you like to do. That's planks, happy baby, maybe another child's pose, downward dog. Opening up the chest. Finding your chair if you're ready to come up. Go to that lunge position that we practice. And heel up, pushing into the ball of the foot. Stepping forward. And coming back up to that standing position. But taking your time. Safely transfer, bringing your cameras back. Cool down once everybody's back. All right. Oops. You can start to hear that. Once everybody's back up, you can come into a gentle walk, just moving the feet, moving the arms. Need to stroll here. Now let's tap the toes forward. And let's roll the shoulders back. And forward. Now let's bring those toes out to the side. We'll reach. Let's tap behind us, push back. Reach. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We'll widen up the stance, bring those heels to the glutes, stretch out those thighs. Good. Opening up the chest. And closing. Do that again. Opening up. And closing the chest. One more time. Opening up the chest. And getting it closed. Bringing the arms down. Back into our walk. Rotate the wrists. Bring them forward. Squeeze and release. Hands come down. Let's steady the feet. Up and over. Back together. Other side. Nice big reach. Another good breath in. All the way up. And all the way exhale. Arms coming down. Well done. Nice job, Pushback. Come back together here for our shout out. Great effort today. I'm going to stop.